Hi guys, welcome to my channel. How are you guys doing on this lovely Saturday? It is hot today here in North Carolina. It's like 98 degrees. We are hitting a nice warm summer day kind of weather. Hope you guys are doing alright. We're going to do a little drugstore kind of makeup look, but we're going to talk a little bit of the Nudes Natasha Denona tan palette. So we're going to talk bronzy eyes. I only have like a few things I'm going to share with you throughout this, so just kind of giving you some ideas. But let me know if you want me to get that palette. I feel like I have some things here, but let's get started. Hi, my name's Latoya, if you know. I love beauty, I love drugstore. I like a little dash of high-end stuff in my makeup tutorial every now and then, but I'm a girl on a budget, girl next door. Just likes to help you out, or just likes to kind of give you different looks with the stuff that you already have. So if you like stuff like that, kind of shopping my stash in the mist, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, and let's get started. Okay, hopefully this time with me starting and stopping my video, my little videos here, I will not be hitting my stop button. Otherwise, I'll just have to redo this video some kind of way. Lord forgive me on that. So I already primed my eyes with my concealer. I use my favorite concealer, which is the True Match L'Oreal here. So I use the shade 9. This is more the deeper tone, more natural. I do sometimes mix in N8. It's a little bit of lighter shade, but just did the natural thing. We're going to talk a little bronzy eyes, but I want to start off with just things as I'm putting on today. I'm going to go back to my favorite foundation from Maybelline Super Stay. I can't talk already. It's been a night. Oh my gosh, it's been a night last night. Worked 13 hours at work and then come home, took a shower, all the things. I just had to do a test, chapter 5 test, took me about 5-6 hours. I didn't go to bed till about 1 o'clock. I mean, I'm drained, okay? Woo, okay, but we're going to do a little drugstore for you. I'm here. We're going to do the Super Stay, the 30-hour, the Louis matte foundation that came out last year. Love this. I've been kind of testing some other stuff out, but I got to go to my tried and true. But anyway, so I hope you guys are doing all right. Staying cool and happy and hydrated and all the things. I'm just taking a pump back here. So, as I put this on my face, hope you guys know, let me know if you, let me just start out that way. Already, I'm kind of on a little bit of a can't talk moment right now. I don't know why. Kind of still tired, but bear with me. So you know the Natasha Denona came out with her tan palette, and actually have seen it. I don't have it right now. I feel like I have a lot of eyeshadows that have those things because maybe not so much of the shimmers, but I feel like I have some of those tones because I love deep browns and neutral tones, and like I like cool tones as well, but I just love my browns and golds and really metallic colors. Those are just my go-to colors. I just jive for. That's the term. I'm just absolutely loving those colors. Anything I ever do, like with makeup, I'm always grabbing for like brown tones. So I love a neutral tone. So I know everybody's kind of like, not another one. You know, do we have enough, you know, like neutral tones in our collection? We probably do. And some probably brands that like indie brands that nobody talks about. I don't know if you guys have stuff like that maybe nobody talks about. But then I have like some that you talk about, or that you can, that I will be mentioning. I'm just taking what's left on my hand. Like I know Natasha has a lot of palettes, and she's done really well with them. I only have one that I just, you know, that I did like, and I hadn't used it as much. And I used the Golden palette. That's the one that I have right here, the one we'll talk about. I have used this yesterday, and it came out really pretty because I wanted to kind of see if I was really into buying another Natasha Denona, because this is the only one that I have from her. I'm sort of one of those things where I'm just, you know, everybody likes it. Everybody likes her product, her eyeshadows. I guess for me, because I should have got like a mini, but I didn't. But it was, for me, it's kind of like, what's really her formulas, I guess, like what makes her colors and eyeshadow really stand out. And I'm like, well, maybe I should try one, but the price was a little much. I'm like, well, let me wait till a sale or somebody has a code or something I can get a couple of dollars off of, you know, because that always helps me out when you're paying for school and, you know, got your bills coming out all in one check, you know. Drugstore is the way to go for me. Like, what can you get at the drugstore that is just equally as nice and equally as bronzy, and you can get away with the summer and all the things. So that's kind of me. So let me know if you're like that in the comments. But let me know if you have her palette, or do you plan on getting it. What kind of eyeshadows do you have that you feel like, do I really need that? Or am I gonna wait for the sale? I got a coupon, I said coupon code. Honey, I love my coupons when I can find it, even on Amazon. But let me know if y'all have codes. I know Patty on YouTube, she has a code for Patty15. I went on Natasha Denona's website and I plugged that in on the palette, and it gave some good money off of it. So it's kind of like what her other palette is like. So the palette originally is $72. When you put her Patty15 on there, I hope she doesn't mind me putting that out there for her, gives you about $64 or so, some change. So that's not too bad, but still much. But is it worth, you know, your dime, your time? You know, what's your favorite palette that she has, or the mini? You know, let a girl know. Just gonna put a little bit here. I'm doing like a really thin layer because this is like a matte. I already have primer. I didn't even tell you what primer I had on today. I do have to go out a little bit today, but not much, because I still have like 2 more tests to do by Sunday. So it's like 3 tests this weekend. Oh my goodness. So your girl is tired. She's getting there. Let me see. Hold on one second. Let's hope I don't pop. Alright, so had to blend out a little bit more. I'm going to take the CoverGirl new Sun and Sculpt True Blend here. I've been loving using this so far. It seems like a go-to along with my other stuff. So, yeah, let me know if you guys have palettes already, or what do you guys recommend that that you use as bronzy eyes. I know a lot of people just do like your bronzer and then do like a nice gold shadow. I know ColourPop has some really good Super Shock Super Shock shadows. I'm gonna do this little contour up here because I can. Why not? We're gonna bring her down the nose. I like doing that. Yeah, let me know what kind of colors you use on a bronzy type of day, whenever you're feeling that. What is like your go-to? I'm going to be sharing a little bit of my bronzy kind of ideas. Don't worry, I'm just going to finish up my last section. I don't know if you saw my video already that I have posted about my April and May favorites. That's just the part 1 for skincare. I am going to share with you like the makeup and some other things I really have been loving. So don't worry, that's going to be like a part 2. I just wanted to get this video up just to kind of get like an idea of what you guys are thinking about that palette. So let me bronzify, as my girl Savannah says. Love her. We're going to bronzy up the skin a little bit. Where's my little nosy contour moment? I'm going to take this little brush. This is from a brush set that I got from Amazon. I'll sculpt out the nose, because that's where it goes. Shape the little noses out. Give a nice little contour. But yeah, I'm going to share with you just like a few palettes that I have already. Um, if you want, I could. Um, I could probably share from you from time to time throughout the summer. Like maybe the bronzy looks that I go for or that I go to. I don't know if I've done any tones like that already on my channel yet, but I mean, I love my neutrals and I love my cool tones. It, you know, depends on the mood that I'm in. Let me grab my brush or my sponge. But yeah, let me know. I'm just gonna probably share with you like maybe the few that I have so far. So let me finish bronzing up and setting my face, and I'll be right back with you. Ooh, I like that contour. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do my powder under eyes. I'm going to take my NYX. I've been loving this between the hard candy powder and this one. I'm loving it very much. I do have the new e.l.f. powder. I will be testing that out and kind of getting back to you on that. I feel like I want to test some things out ahead of time and then kind of come back to you, do a tutorial with them or something. That's just kind of how my time is running right now. So I can kind of pre-test things for you. And do it that way, so hopefully the videos will not be too long. I know a lot of people like doing their blush first and then the powdering. I'm just a little different, you know, forgive me, I'm doing my things different. It's kind of a creature of habit with me. Just kind of doing my powder under my eye. For me, it's just a lot better looking on me. I guess whatever works for you. There's no rules to makeup. Is whatever you feel good in and do. That is what it's about. Okay, kind of dusty wusty. This is something I like using, like a little extra brush to kind of not look so powdery. Just another little fluffy brush. Sometimes I use like a little flat brush to do under my eyes, or sometimes I'll use like a little double-ended brush. Like with this, it's a little bit more, ooh, as we get hair all over my face. Sometimes I use this one for a little more detail, but it just depends. So between these two brushes are like my favorite. I use that one, and that's not a hourglass brush. That's from Minaj from Amazon. They have like a whole brush set that looks like hourglass. So I'm not paying $68 for a brush that I can get maybe with the whole set. That's maybe less than $3 or $5. You know what I mean? So we can get the same look, but you know, different pricing. I'm a girl, you know. But you know, there's sometimes you want to splurge. You know, it's all right. Nothing wrong with a little splurge if you can afford it and want to. If you don't think it's gonna take part, you know, if you know you're gonna use it, then definitely, you know, definitely try to get it. That's kind of where I'm like with this palette that Natasha Denona has. Like, I see myself using that, but I'm also like, don't I have colors like that or tones like that? Like, I love metallics. I love, if I'm going to use shimmers, like I like subtle, but they are kind of shimmers once in a while. I do like, I don't like too brighter shimmers because anytime I try to wear them, they just look like, I don't know, they look like I should be like staring at a crystal ball or something, and I'm like blindsided. You know how like a deer caught in headlights? It's like, what were you thinking? Like, don't run me over. It's just eyeshadow. But yeah, it's too bright of a shimmer. It just does not work for me. So, just not my cup of tea. But, you know, kind of want to share with you some things. Alright, let me do that. Show you my little routine that I do just so far with my base, because I love it. It's all about that base. I'm going to take my little sponge, and I got just very little in this cap, so I just like to use whatever is that on the cap, and not even enough to be so dusty, rusty, and crusty. And I just like to pat where they, oh, jingle bells, hold that thought. Sorry about that. Like, some of my powder just fell off of my little counter here. I tell you, like, some of it just spilled all over my house coat and everything, but we're okay. It's not a video about somebody dropping something. My goodness. Okay. Doing the same thing. Just taking my sponge and just kind of patting it, kind of pressing all the powder in. But we don't look too cakey, but we can see the blur from afar. You know what I mean? Oh, look at that. We like that. Let me set the mouth like I like to do. Do I want to do my blush like on the top of my powder? I have done that many times. Do I want to do that? Because I have like a powder I want to use on top. Maybe I'll just do my cream powders on the skin part before I set it. Just depending on how I'm feeling. There you go. That is that. We like that. Kind of brush a little bit of that. Just a little bit of seamlessly kind of thing here. There you go. Love this NYX powder. Love it. A little bit with me goes a long, long way. I'm gonna go in using my favorite, which you can hardly tell the writing on anymore, the Rimmel Stay Matte powder. I am going to use that. Do I want to use a powder, like a thing there? Let's use this one. I kind of want to hurry in a curry. I'm gonna use my big old fluffy brush and a little bit dense brush. This is what I got from Five Below like a couple of years ago. I love it. So I've been using like a sort of this. Do I want to use that? I don't know. I mean, it's like a different fluffy brush. Like this one I got from Dollar Tree. So it's a little bit more. It's like a foundation brush, but I've been using it for powder. So I've been using that every now and then. Kind of, and that works just as nice. But I kind of like this one. Oh, it's a toss. Okay, well this is Five Below. We'll use this one. It gets it all in the bristles. It's very mattifying. I like to shake the devil out of that, as we like to say. And you don't need as much. Gets all over the face. There you go. I can show you what I do. And usually with this Dollar Tree brush, I don't really ever use that much anyway, because I always like tap it off a lot. This skin is skinning. I'm loving it. Loving, loving, loving. A little bit over the lips. That's how you keep your lips liners on and lip like lip products on a lot. I learned that like a long time ago. I'm just gonna take a sponge, which I gotta clean it again. Just nothing else is on it, and I like to just kind of go over and just kind of press that powder in just a little more without looking so powdery. That's what I like to do, so we don't look too dry and look like Sahara Desert. We just look kind of natural, or as natural can be. So there you go. We just kind of look like ourselves, but like cleaned up and pressed and ready to go. All right, be right back. Okay, so I just had to curl my lashes. I did my brows. You guys know I like my L'Oreal Faux brow pencil or brow pen. So I just did that. So we'll get to the rest of the bronzer and the face for a little bit, but I wanted to share with you the just 3 kind of shadows I have so far. I do have a couple others, at least I think 1 or 2. I have to look through all my eyeshadow collection, but one I wanted to show you. Let's see, can we use drugstore, the high-end one? Because only one high-end is that Natasha Denona. But oh, forgive me that this top is broken, but it has been used very much. This is the Wet n Wild Call Me Sunshine palette. Forgive me that this is looking very messy, but you can tell this has been used and loved most of my life. So these are like really pretty bronzy shades, kind of something neutral but bronzy. No, these are not dupes of anything that Natasha Denona has. At least I don't think they are. But these are just kind of tones that you might have, that you like. These are like my favorites, especially like now. Like this, these don't have shade names, but we could give you that. That's sort of a nice matte shade. So it's like a golden shade, which is very, very pretty. This shade right here, it's kind of like a nice golden tone. I think it's starting to dry out on me, so that tells me I need to get another shade. But that is a little bit nice shifty golden. Let's see, can I put it over here? Yeah. So that's that really golden shade. That's really pretty, which is really pretty on the eyes. That's kind of giving me the golden from there. Let's see. Do this top shade right here. That is such a nice little kind of bronzy golden shade there. It has like a little bit of a brown into it, but it's a little more golden than that one is. Has a nice deep gold compared to that light one right there. That's really pretty. Then you have like this coppery tone, which is very, very pretty. I have mixed together these two shades just for a little quick one and done. That's what this is right here. You can kind of tell on my skin tone. This one is a little more deeper bronzy, like a bronzy gold copper kind of shade. I think I have colors that simulate this in my other palette that I have, but that's that. You have this shade right there. This kind of comparing some. These look very similar when you get them on. But this is more of like a shimmer. Let's see, you can barely tell that one. I think it might be slightly dried up. That's with some of these shades. You have to be careful when you use them. You have to use them as much as possible. So this one is like barely there, but it is like a shimmer topper. You can use something really not as bright, but it's a deeper tone. Yeah, have to use that a little bit more. But it's like a barely there shade. But in person it looks very just like a soft shimmer. Not gold, but like a soft shimmery, I would say like a, I don't know, it's like almost like a pewter, not with a purple undertone, but like a brown touch of gold highlight. I guess I want to tell you that. That's what it looks like in person. If you have this palette, that you'll probably know what I mean. Like my fingers. This shade right here, that's really a pretty shade. So it's kind of like they're looking a lot alike. Ooh, that's pretty. That one I have used many times. So that's like a nice bronzy shade. Use that with a little deeper, I would say like a deeper crease shade, and then use that to blend everything out. So that would look really pretty. That's about what I have in this shade here. This one's a little more lighter, so that looks really pretty. But that's, you know, really like a really bright shade. Like that's what that is right there. So that's really, really bright. You can, if you want to use like a brighter tone on your eyes and like really brighten up your eye, that's like a color you could use. So this one has some bronzy shades, like a go-to quick simple kind of thing. I usually, like I said, I'll use these two most of the time. I'll use a lot of these matte shades, as you can tell, and maybe pop one of these shades in it to give me a different kind of look. This one right here, just a little bit dry. This will come off like a little bit of like greenish, I want to say greenish gold, henna brown. It kind of warms up your eyes a lot, so I've used that many times on Thanksgiving and stuff like that. So that's the shade there. I have, again, old packaging, but they have new packaging with Profusion. So this is like bronzy shades. These are really, really pretty. As you can tell, you know I love my mattes. I'm a matte girl. I won't spend too much time on this because I want to kind of get through a face here, but these shimmer shades are really pretty. I hardly ever use them, once in a while, but when I do, I like my bronze shades. I'll just kind of show you what they look. Alright, so we'll go here. We'll just start with the shimmers. So this one is that shade. This one is called Exclusive. See, these have names you can actually see. So that's Exclusive. That's really kind of a bright shade. Next one to it is called Icon. This one here, start from the bottom of that shade, Icon. Sorry, I'm not flipping you guys off. So these are really bright, but very pretty, shimmery. Next shade is called West Coast. This is a very gold shade, like gorge. I have to do like a swatching video to kind of show you what I have, what could be similar to like the golden palette that I have. So that's really like a really goldeny shade. That's called West Coast. Yeah, That is really pretty. And the next shade with it is called Whiskey. Like whiskey. That's a really nice copper shade. Oh, delicious. That is just the prettiest shade. That's a bronze. I think I might use this palette. I may kind of dip into a few other shades, but that is a nice little bronzy palette there. And the last little shimmer is called Interpret. So that's something that's really pretty. Let me wipe off my finger. Right here, this is called Interpret. So that's what that is. So yeah, these are very pigmented and look a lot different on the eyes. So that's what that looks like. But definitely, I'm just saying, you know, you don't have to, like, you know, take these for Brighten. These are very nice. They give you like a nice bronzy look. If you want something a little bit different, there's plenty of other like drugstore palettes out there. So we do have the Natasha Denona. You guys know what that looks like, the golden palette. And to be honest with you, some of those shades I just swatched at my drugstore just kind of gave me something that was in here. So that's like a dupe there. Or something similar. We're going to have to do a video with something, with one of these. Let me know if that interests you. But you guys know what this looks like. So, very nice palettes. Just a little, kind of a little bit of shimmer that you get for like your drugstore, and then something with high end. But let me know if you guys want me to get that palette. I will try to work that into my budget. I got a big car payment to pay right now, but let me do the eyes, and I will be back with you in a little bit. Okay, so here's my bronzy eyes. What I did was just use my two drugstore palettes. I used mostly the mattes in here, but I blended some of the shimmers in here. All I did with my shimmery bronzy kind of look eye right now. Listen, this is so pretty. All I did was mix Interpret and Whiskey. That's what I did. I just mixed these two bronzer shades from the Profusion Nudes palette. I just mixed them like on the back of my hand, did like a little concoction on my hand and just kind of smoothed it out on that. So it's like bronzy, little coppery, but a little light, but just, oh, it's delicious on the eyes. I just did my, did a little Revlon Color Stay tattoo liner in shade black. It's like a deep charcoal black thing, so I just did sort of like a half line, smooth it out. I didn't do anything on the bottom, just kind of looks like that with my eyes, but that's all we have right now. So that's kind of what I got. I did dip into my a little bit of the Natasha Denona for my my deeper shade, because the brown in here, I kept building it up and it was giving me what I wanted, but I just wanted a little bit more depth in like the inner corners of my eyes. I love that look. So I did just wind up using just that one deeper shade from Natasha Denona, just a little bit, and a little bit of that just gave me the impact that I wanted. And I just kept going in with this. Let me see, I can just take the top off. I'm not ashamed. So I just use a little bit of that to blend in it with it, you know, just kind of smooth it and blend everything together. So that's a little bit of my bronzy with a little touch of deepness, you know. So that's what it gives my eyes. I haven't done my mascara yet, so let's go on to this blush. Well, do the bronzer first. I'm going to use my favorite. I'm just going to go in with this, the CoverGirl True Skin Enhancer. I'm loving this. I can't stop ever like reaching for this one. I have the Milani one too, but I think I'm going to have to do a full dedicated video on that for just for Milani, for products that I already have. And maybe just, I did order something from Milani, but I'll have to share that with you another day. You know, since we are talking bronzy here, do I want to do a blush? Because I had in mind to do a blush. So, do we want to do like a soft blush, or do you think that needs it with what you're seeing? Just doing a little bits on the chin, and just gonna take the other end, sweep it down the nose, just a little come back. There's the nose right there. We got a lip liner and lip gloss to try out from Catrice really quick. I like it. I like it. Do we want like a blush or something? Are we feeling the blushies? You know, I mean, I kind of want to do just a little tint because I feel like when we talk bronze, I mean, you can't have like a little bit of a flush on the cheek and then do more of a highlight, which I feel like I want to do. Let me be right back. Okay, so I'm using a little bit of Milani Luminoso. I did go in with my Wet n Wild little Mega Glow little blush. It's like a blush and lip tint, but I always use it as a blush, but this is a little more muted, so I did a little peachy tone, just a little bit. Now I'm going in with my Milani Luminoso. I think it's the reformulate, but it's still the same one. I've had this one before, but I bought a new one. So we're just doing a little bit. This gives you like a nice soft highlight. So it's like a sun-kissed bronzy moment. I really need to get better lighting. Oh my lordy, because I really want you guys to see this kind of combo in person. It is looking very, very nice. So very light on the glow, but not too much. Just very nice. A little bit on the nose. I'll never do the blush on the nose, but because this is a little bit of highlight, and we can do a little peachy light, bronze peachy moment. A little bit right there. A little bit right there. Love it, love it, love it. All right. Let's see. Oh, as we get here, I'm gonna do my mascara in a minute. Just kind of blend what we got. Kind of assessing my little situation here. Alrighty. Let me go ahead and spray first. I'm going to use the rest of my little Hard Candy Look On Lock spray. I did get another one, but love this stuff. Love it, love it, love it. All right, here we go. Ooh, very nice, very nice. And we're going to kind of use our little Dollar Tree fan. It's kind of the wrong shade right now, but it does represent summer. Alrighty. Love this, love this, love this. We are looking bronzy. Do we look like we're a little bit of high end over here? I mean, besides being in the bathroom. Oh my goodness, loving. Drying down very nice, very nice. Okay, so here we are. Had to do a little finessing. Had to do a little bit of a peachy thing here, like I mentioned, and I just had to use a little bit of Luminoso. Had to kind of blend a little bit and spray, as you guys saw. So for the lip combo, I was going to use a Catrice that I just got, but I feel like I want to save that for another video. So I'm just going to use my go-to. This is LA Girl. It's like a lip liner. This is Perfect Precision. It is an eyeliner, but I use it as a lip liner. So I'm going to use this. This is the shade. Is it brown or is it deep brown, cool tone brown? It's just brown. Kind of fitting for a nice bronzy look, you know. Oh, hold that thought. Okay. Be back. Sorry about that. All right. Let's just line the lips really quick. Like a nice brown color. Love this as a lip liner. Okay, and then in a little bit. We're going to top it off with a gloss. Okay, how are we talking? I do lip liners. Coming her in. Look at that, look at that. Then I'm going to top this off with the e.l.f. Little Glow Reviver. This is in the shade Supernatural. Love that little gold sparkly kind of shade. Guys see that? I feel like that's just happening for this bronzy look. I think it's very, very fitting, don't you? Oh, yes it is, honey. Gosh, I wish I could link some things for you. Oh my gosh, I gotta work on that. Ooh. Ooh, yes, please. This is almost going into like fall, but it's giving you like really bronzy tones. Okay. There she is. Bob's your uncle. Okay, so we got a drugstore look on a bronzy look for the little things that you have for drugstore prices. So let me know if you guys like bronzies, bronze tones. These are your go-to tone. This is like my favorite kind of look for like just summertime, for fall time. This is like me in a look here normally. I mean, maybe not as intense on me in the corners, but then yeah, sometimes. But yeah, let me know if you like this. This is a drugstore look. What we thinking? This kind of has a little tingle, but nothing too bad I can't deal with. Lip combo. It's giving. Okay. So let me know if you guys want me to buy that tan palette or if I should. But yeah, I can give you bronzy days, all that. I know we're talking different formulas and things like that, but on the like overall, these are tones that I go through, so I know if I did buy it, I would definitely use it. But you know, you guys tell me, do you like this look on the drugstore look? Fine, bronzy, or should I get the Natasha Denona one? Oh, a little too much on the lip. Okay, I will see you guys later. I can't link anything down yet. I know that would kind of help me out a little bit, but just kind of let you guys know what I use throughout the tutorials, so you guys won't be too surprised with what I used. But I will try to put what I used in the description box, and that way you can buy most of the stuff in Walmart or on Amazon, which is usually where I go. You can find it online or in store. So these are products that you just normally can't find. Wet n Wild, Profusion. They did change their packaging on it, but still the colors are still remain. You can even find the old packaging on Amazon for the nudes. They do have the new one, but they also have the old one, I believe. But still the same colors are there, prevalent. So without further ado, I gotta go. Hope you guys have a very good weekend. I will try to do another tutorial tomorrow, even though Sunday, this weekend I have off. I am planning to go to church tomorrow, but I will try to do a little something for you. But other than that, you guys have a fantastic day. Oh, and the mascara I used, really quick, I used the L'Oreal Extensionist. So, love that one. So, oh, and the eyeliner was Revlon Color Stay. I think I did mention that. But yeah, the mascara is L'Oreal Extensionist. I mean, I've been using my Milani one so much, but here we are. Okay, I'll see you guys later. Happy bronze. Bye.